Oh, you were full of energy.
When?
Franklin, all the time.
I fake it though.
You do not. So you're going to use your wire? Or you can use
I'll
this
use
one?
yours. This is
Oh,
actually
okay.
for cell phone.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Okay.
I'll just attach.
Christian, you have me singing that song now.
Oh, so it's Christian is the reason?
And then we'll plug
No,
it into this
signed,
right
sealed,
here.
delivered. I'm yours.
Oh.
Chain of fools.
Chain
Chain of Fools. Aretha Franklin.
Is that Aretha?
Yeah.
You don't sing Aretha on Idol. Don't expect to get through. Isn't it, you don't sing Whitney, you don't sing Aretha?
Yeah, one of those.
I'm just doing the 7-day because I can talk about that for 20 seconds and then. No.
So what
I
shift
will.
do you
I will.
work right
I'll-
now?
Yeah, that would definitely be an investment.
Are you on the evenings?
I'm on the 3 to midnight shift. So, I anchor Wednesday through Sunday. I work Wednesday through Sunday. I anchor the weekends.
Okay, you anchor weekends, report, nightside. I used to do that too.
But doing sports. So,
There's a lot of people who've transitioned
Yeah.
from sports to news. Here,
Yeah, you're right.
in this market.
yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay. Okay.
From Louisiana's home team, this is Fox 8 Morning Edition at 8 a.m.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome back to Fox 8 Morning Edition. I'm Shelley Brown.
And I'm Michael Kelly. If you're looking for a shot at stardom, get those vocal cords ready. We're going to bring you live to the American Idol auditions. That's coming up.
Also, if you'd rather listen to music than perform it yourself, Keith Spiro with NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, joins us with this week's top music events around town.
And a travel expert shares some tips for booking 4th of July getaways. And oh, by the way, doing it on a budget. Joining us now, meteorologist Chris Franklin and traffic reporter Christy Coleman. As far as American Idol is concerned, what's the weather looking like? Do they need those umbrellas?
Well, they'll need them for later in the day. I don't know
Okay.
how long it's going to last, but waiting outside, they're fine right now.
Might be a long day for those guys,
It's going to be
though.
a long day, so you might want to have the umbrellas ready to go, although if you're
Maybe a
holding
fan, too, to go with
Yeah,
it?
if you're holding a tuba, though, I don't know if you can also do the umbrella as well. I don't know. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast because we do have rain chances that are on the way. And once again, we could be dealing with some heavy showers like we have seen over the last couple of afternoons. We start the mornings off dry, then the rainfall kind of gets going throughout the afternoon and evening. High temperatures, though, because we are expecting a little bit greater rain coverage today and tomorrow. I kept us at around 88 degrees. Shower chances high, about 70 to maybe 80%. So that's about the percentage of the area that we'll see some rainfall. As we get into Friday and Saturday, going to decrease that rain coverage to maybe around 50%, so still a relatively wet day. And then we start to dry out by Sunday and heading into early next week, much drier, maybe around 30% chance on Sunday, and dry but staying hot on Monday and Tuesday. We'll have another look at your Weather Authority forecast coming up in just a moment. Christy now has a look at traffic.
Thank you, Chris. Here we are heading to and from Metairie. No delays here on I-610 at Canal Boulevard. Looks great. Also, if you're heading inbound from the eastern part of the city, we are seeing some delays on I-10 West at St. Bernard, but we are accident and breakdown free. That's a look at traffic now.
All right, Christy, thanks so much. Time now 9:13, and happening today, several gay couples in Louisiana who were married in other states take their fight to federal court.
They are suing to have those nuptials recognized here. Federal Judge Martin Feldman is going to hear the case, which follows some similar cases from other states over the past few months. Derek Penn married his partner in Iowa in 2012. He says citizens cannot be put on a second tier.
This house we own together, you know, the wills and things like that don't always cover if something were to happen. The medical bills that he racked up when he wasn't allowed to be on my insurance, things like that. And just everyday things. We just live as a normal couple, and we want to be respected that way.
They're going to take it up to the Fifth Circuit, whoever loses this, and depending on, let's say, what the Sixth Circuit does, where there's these things coming together, I think ultimately the Supreme Court's going to decide, especially if there's a split in the circuits.
Plaintiffs say the current suit names several other Louisiana officials, including the state registrar and some officials from the Revenue Department, along with DHH.
New this morning, police investigate a shooting near a popular street known for its nightlife in New Orleans. Officers say somebody shot a man just after 1 a.m. near the intersection of Decatur and Frenchman Streets. Investigators say the victim was shot in the abdomen. Police have not released the man's condition. If you have any information on this shooting, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers. Additional U.S. troops arrive in Iraq as militants launch another attack at a key oil refinery.
Iraq's prime minister called on politicians this morning to unite against the insurgents blitzing through the country. A security official says troopers held off the militants fighting to gain control of a key oil refinery that's located north of Baghdad. It's believed that ISIS has about 10,000 fighters and allies in the country. Meantime, dozens of U.S. military advisors and special operation forces begin assessing how to confront the insurgency.
In the end, the Iraqis are responsible for their defense, and nobody expected wholesale desertion and wholesale betrayal, in a sense, by some leaders who literally either signed up with the guys who came in or walked away from their posts and put on their civilian clothes. No, nobody expected that.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry was in the Middle East this week, pushing for a more inclusive Iraqi government.
Mississippi voters decide once again to re-elect veteran six-term Republican U.S. Senator Thad Cochran in the primary elections.
We all have a right to be proud of our state tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you for this wonderful honor and wonderful challenge that lies ahead.
This is not the party of Reagan. But we're not done fighting, and when we're done, it will be.
It was a tight race for Cochran, even though he beat out Tea Party hopeful Chris McDaniel in the GOP nomination for U.S. Senate in Mississippi. Cochran will face off against Democratic candidate Travis Childers in November.
In other news, a mom and her 4-month-old twins are okay this morning after a tree crashed into their house in Kentwood.
They've lost a lot of stuff. They've lost everything, but what's most important is still here.
Very true. The twins, a boy and a girl, were inside that Kentwood home that took a direct hit from a falling tree during rough weather yesterday afternoon. The mother describes the scary moments after the storm hit.
I actually, to start with, thought that the tree got hit by lightning and fell, and like the whole house started shaking so bad that I couldn't stand up.
The babies had scratches, thankfully no other injuries. The pair was born premature and just came home from the hospital.
Oh, amazing story. A group of residents pushing for new development in Armstrong Park gain an important supporter. City Councilman Jason Williams likes people united for Armstrong Park's ideas to improve the park. Among many of the improvements, the group wants to redo an old firehouse, open up a cafe, and add a public restroom.
But I think it's worth getting everybody back at the table to have a conversation about what we can do to get them back into commerce.
I think the citizens of New Orleans could use an asset like that to be open on a regular basis and provide some amenities to this park.
Now, the lessee of the park's buildings, the National Park Service, says it would be open to securing a partnership of some sort with someone with compatible uses for the sites.
There's still more work ahead before a popular car service could come to New Orleans. The City Council's Transportation Committee discussed changing city codes yesterday to pave the way for Uber. The committee says the city must adjust to the changing times and should work to help technology companies like Uber. But some people concerned Uber will not properly cover drivers and passengers. Members of the committee say the meeting was just the first of many discussions between Uber and industry leaders.
Saints training camp a little less than a month away now, but roster battles are well underway. Sean Fazan joins us with more in his After Further Review.
Plus, an update on Paul McCartney's health after delaying his upcoming concert in New Orleans. They gave me one story that was in my wheelhouse.
All right, give me a couple minutes.
All right. Let's see, if you ask me to do sports, no way.
Perfect.
Interviewing Sean Fazan is about as far as I go.
Okay.
No, not that bad. Doing better.
Where were you before you came here?
I was in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
Northwest Ohio. It's basically south of Detroit. It's right on the Michigan-Ohio line.
Okay.
And it sounds like some people are like, oh, holy Toledo, but I really loved it. I liked living. People who live there don't like it, but the people who come from out of town like it.
That's interesting.
So
my girlfriend's in Ohio right now, actually.
Really,
visiting
where?
her stepdad. Does Tiffin, Ohio sound right?
Tiffin, yes, it's in the Toledo market.
Okay.
Yeah, Tiffin, Ohio.
Yeah.
Does she live in Jackson too?
She does.
Yeah.
She would follow me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Is she in TV too?
She is, yeah. It's an interesting story. We were really good friends for a year and would hang out and go to movies and go on, go grab drinks, but purely platonic. And then finally we talked about bad dates we had been on and we're like, what are we doing? We should try this. And a year later,
that is such a neat story. And when you have so much in common because you're in the same business,
Yeah. But she came to New Orleans in January and she's like, I love this city. And I said, good.
Where is she from?
She's from Sacramento, but she said that New Orleans reminds her of San Francisco a lot.
Yeah,
which,
it does.
Yeah, there's definitely
Except
that
they
feel.
have hills, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, so this block is kind of a talker, so I'll be coming to 2 shots after all this stuff. Feel free to chat.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, stand by. It's all cameras.
Oh yeah, these are some cute stories after the biting.
Yes.
All right, here we go with 5.
From Louisiana's home team, this is Fox 8 Morning Edition at 6 a.m.
This next story grabbing a lot of attention. One World Cup player gets accused of getting too physical and biting an opponent.
Yeah, look out Mike Tyson. This is not something you're going to see every day. Uruguay superstar Luis Suarez appeared to bite Italy's Giorgio Chiellini during their match yesterday.
I don't know what they have asked our coach about. The only thing I know is that those things happen on the pitch. I just collided with his shoulder. They are just casual incidents that happen during a soccer game.
Yeah, just collided with his shoulder. If you think this is Suarez's first biting incident, think again. In fact, this is his third. Last year he was banned 10 games after biting another player. FIFA looking into the incident.
You might get away with that once, but 3 times?
I think Suarez, he might be done for the World Cup. I mean, they could obviously suspend him for the rest of this. Not good.
Yeah, definitely not good for him.
Now, a mother catches her 3-year-old daughter red-handed trying to sneak a donut.
This is really cute. The conversation between the two has gone viral.
What is that right there? What is that?
Donut.
It's a what?
Donut.
Were you supposed to get a donut?
No.
No, I can still see the donut.
Sharika Sims says her daughter Tiffany was supposed to wait until after lunch to eat the donut. Well, the daughter, as you can see here, tries to distract the mom by telling different stories, but she was not swayed from the truth. The video has more than 68,000 views since it was posted earlier this month.
How do you say no to a face like that? I mean, that's just the cutest girl in the world.
Yeah, no way. But I mean, so many parents too can relate to that.
Yeah, look.
We've all done it.
Yeah, if you think your kid is not going to take the donut when you tell them, hey, wait until after lunch.
Yeah.
Come on. A simple bath for a little chihuahua didn't seem to go as planned.
Pretty soon I found myself on a hot Sunday afternoon with a chihuahua and 3 firefighters in a bathtub.
Little Bailey, the chihuahua, got his paws stuck in the drain while trying to jump out of a bathtub. Firefighters arrived to the Sacramento home and used hammers to break up the tub. The dog was in such a panic, a vet was even called out to keep him company.
Scary moment.
I can imagine calling 911 to get, my dog is stuck in the drain of the tub.
Do you think the person on 911's kind of laughing about it, going,
Probably
no,
so.
seriously, repeat the story, please.
This is true. And then the firefighters come out. That was a sight.
But make sure you call the vet too.
Yeah.
A touching video of a Navy lieutenant's return from deployment has gone viral.
This is getting a lot of attention as well because of his dog's reaction.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh.
A little excited there. Lieutenant Gary Doherty spent 6 months away from home, and his dog Bugaboo could not stop licking him, jumping all over him after seeing him again. The video was posted 11 days ago already. It has 9.5 million views on YouTube.
If you name your dog Bugaboo, expect that.
Right, yeah.
Just that simple. If you're looking for a way to mix up your workout routine, you may want to try medicine ball.
Christy Goldman explains in this week's Workout Wednesday next.
And these days, it may feel like you rush through life running from one appointment to another. Coming up, why your daily scramble may actually be an addiction.
talkable stories this morning. I always try to find that, you know, for a morning show.
Right.
It helps, especially 4.5 hours.
How tired have you been the last week? Because I heard Liz was on vacation.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Pretty tired.
I'm sure.
And it's like you get so excited by the time Friday gets here, but then, and so you're thinking, okay, what am I doing this weekend? But then by Friday night, it's like you just want to collapse. You don't want to do anything.
I'm the same way. I get off that Sunday night sports show and it's like, I'm done.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
But yet there's still that adrenaline rush for me, so I don't come off of it until 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yes.
Which is not.
I used to be on that shift, and I remember that. I'm waking up now when I used to be going to bed.
How difficult of a transition to make?
It wasn't really that bad for me.
Really?
It really wasn't, yeah. I guess I'm done, huh?
Are we doing it one more?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. I mean, you never get used to it, but okay. I'll leave all this here for you guys. It was very nice meeting you. I have to run on the story, so stick around.